Hey, this is Mr. Jarvis with homework help for Thursday, March 7th. And I think I'll work with a red right now. And this should, for the most part, be review, but I wanted you to look at circle numbers that are divisible by 3. This is kind of our lesson for today, our divisibility rule. So uh, a number is divisible, can be divided by 3 or is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is also divisible by 3. So if you add up these numbers here in the digits that I'm pointing at, if you add all these up, 2 plus 4 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5, you get 26. Whoops. And if the sum of the digits, 26, what's going on here? 26. So I add these numbers up, 2 plus 4 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5, I get 26. If 26 is divisible by 3, this number is also divisible by 3. Is 26 divisible by 3, though? I can get 24, I can get 21. No, it's not. So, but if I add these numbers up, 9 plus 4 plus 6 plus 3, that equals 22. So it also doesn't work. But 4 plus 7, 6 plus 1 is 7, 14. I can go this way. Plus 7 is 14, plus 4 more is 18. I'm just adding the numbers up. Is 18 divisible by 3? It is. So 6 times 3 is 18. And so, yeah, so this is, you would circle this. This is divisible by 3. 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3 plus 3 plus 7 is 24. I figured that out a little bit beforehand. So you could say, look, do the 3's first. That's 9. Then 9 plus 14 plus 1 more is 24. Is 24 divisible by 3? Well, 8 times 3 is 24. So yes. So you would circle that one. So numbers, if you add them up and their sum of the total digits is divisible by 3, the whole number is divisible by 3. That's kind of a neat trick that works. So now let's look at the rules for divisibility by 6. Let's take a look here. It's divisible by 6 if it's divisible by 3 and it's divisible by 2, meaning it's even. So the whole number has to be even and divisible by 3. So we're going to find out if they're divisible by 3. And then also, is the number even? So this first one, 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 is 9. So that's divisible by 3. Sorry for the pause. I had this kind of little distraction. That's divisible by 3. Is the number also divisible by 2? Well, it ends in a 0, so it is. So that's a yes. So 21,421, its numbers add up to 9, which is divisible by 3. So it's divisible by 3. If it's divisible by 3 and it's even or ends in 0, then it's also divisible by 6. Let's take a look at one more here. So 3 plus 7 plus 8 is 21. Is 21 divisible by 3? 7 times 3 is 21. Is this number even? Yes, then it's divisible by 6. Okay. So let's look at, I don't want to look at them all. 6 plus 4 plus 5, I get 15. Oh, that's divisible by 3. However, is this number even? 45, 660,045. Is that even? No. So that is not divisible by 3. Okay, 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. Is 12 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. 3 times 4 is 12. Is the whole number even? Ends in a 4. It's even, so it's also divisible by 6, so you circle it. All right. The last rule, numbers that are divisible by 9. Let's take a look here. What's the rule? I'm going to mrjarvis.net. And then I have here tools and resources, divisibility rules. 9. The sum of the digits is divisible by 9. So let's take a look at and see here. So the first one, If I add these numbers up, I get 23. Whoops. 23. 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 23. Is 23 divisible by 9? The other trick is if 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's not divisible by 9. So the other one, this one is 8 plus 6 plus 7 plus 0 plus 6. That would be 27. Is 27 divisible by 9? Yeah, 3 times 9 is 27, plus 2 plus 7 is 9. All right. The next one, 5 plus 6 plus 8, 4 plus 1 is 16. Is 16 divisible by 9? Nope. But this one is. So you should have circled this one. And what about 9 plus 2 plus 7? That's going to give me 18. 18 is divisible by 9, so you'd circle that one. Let's move on to our actual homework now. Okay, so the actual homework, most of it is review. So they're asking, I feel like we've done this a lot. If we need more practice, we'll take it. 4/5 of 30. So I write 30 as a fraction. And then you can simplify before you multiply. 4/5 is in its lowest terms. 31, I can't simplify that, but I can simplify any numerator with any denominator. 5 and 30 are both divisible by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So I get 4 times 6 is 24. 1 times 1 is 1. That equals 24. Okay, let's keep on moving here. Okay, I would just solve these out. Let's see if this is true. 3/5 of 25. Is that going to be 15? So I can simplify before I multiply, which I like to do. 3/5, can't do it. 25 ones, no, but 5 and 25 have a common factor of 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Multiply across 5 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 times 1 is 1. That equals 15. So that is true. Okay. So Kim says 1/4 of 12 is the same as dividing it by 4. Multiplying 1/4 times 12 is the same as dividing 12 by 4. Do you agree with Kim? Explain your answer. Well, we're saying 1/4. So 1/4 is dividing this 12 into, I'm having 1/4 of it. I'm having a fraction of it, a piece of it, a group of it, times of 12 ones. Even though I'm doing the multiplication, the number is smaller. It's a group of 12. And so 12 divided by 4 is 3. And if I simplify before I multiply, 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Common factor being 4. I have 3 ones equals 3. So I'm dividing into 1/4. If I have 1/4 of a pizza cut into 12 pieces, it really is the same as dividing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough, but you get the idea. So if I divided something into, it really is quite the same. If I had 12, something with 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like 1/4 would be 3 of the pieces. So it's the same as dividing. I have groups of 3. So 1/4 of, or 12 divided by 3. So it is the same thing, and you can draw a picture to kind of show that. Okay, so rounding. We're rounding to the nearest tenth. This is the 10th. You look 1 to the right, and that's a 0. And the rule is 4 or less, no change is best. 5 or more, increase the score. So look at the 0. 0 is less than 4, so I leave the 7 alone in the 10th place, and I write 934 and 7/10 because the 0 next to it is less than 4. Nearest hundredth. The 0's in the 100th place, so my rounding place is the 100th. I look 1 to the right. 1 to the right is 5. 4 5 or more, increase the score. 4 or less, no change is best. Did I say 4 or more? 5 or more, increase the score. 4 or less, no change is best. This is a 5. I increase the score of the rounding place by 1. This should be review for you. I can explain it further if you need help. Just let me know. So that becomes 71 hundredths. 934 and 7/10. So you're rounding to the tenths place, you're rounding to the hundredths place 2 times. I think you guys can do that. Okay. 6 people go friends. They want to split the bill even. It's $48.60. So when we're dividing, we just have to think about place value when we're dividing with decimals. So I'm dividing this by 6. So this is the tens place, ones place, tenths place, hundreds place. I just have to keep that in mind. And the decimal point goes right here. Stays the same. So 4 can't be divided into groups of 6. 48. So it's going to be 8. The decimal point's here. So 6 times 8 is 48. I don't have anything. Bring down the 6 tenths. That's going to go 1 time. 6. I have 0. 0. $8.10 each. It got kind of messy here. I didn't have a remainder, but if I'm writing something in the value of money, it's always best to put it into the nearest hundredths for the pennies, or nearest penny, dimes, pennies. Okay, I think that is it. Good luck with all that, and let me know if you have questions.